The reason I wanted to do a little pumpkin spice latte review is because I just feel like that's something that's not common here, and the more I live overseas, the more I also like the comforts of the States. Normally I have to make them from scratch, so when I found that they have them here in Slovenia, I wanted to try them. What you need to know is a pumpkin spice latte in Starbucks is going to be extremely sweet. The cool thing is some of the places I went to here, that was not the case. We stopped at Pekana Awesome, got some treats for me, her, our other roommate, also Sabine, because he loves Pekana Awesome, so we're gonna surprise him with that.
And he made the awesome pumpkin spice latte, so I feel
That's
like
right.
we need to reward him.
That's right.
The cream on top.
Yes.
This is made from cream, maple syrup, and Slovenian pumpkin seed oil, which I made. This is the syrup, which is sweetened condensed milk with a lot of ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, how's it called? Star anise, pepper as well, and with a double shot of espresso.
Cheers.
Yum.
It is delicious. Okay.
The whipped cream is amazing, yeah.
Do you put pumpkin oil on ice cream?
I'm outside of the city Hotel Ljubljana. Last year they had pumpkin spice lattes, and I came and then found out they only had them for the month of October, and I came like the first week in November. I saw them post that they have it again. That post was in September, so hopefully now that it's still October, they have them. We're gonna sample them. Woke up early and I cooked the pumpkin. Just cut it in half, put some olive oil, and cooked it for 30 minutes, and it's perfect. I need to scoop it out. Now it's time to put this pumpkin spice latte together. My roommate's on the floor trying my pumpkin spice latte. Not as good as the last ones I made.
Yeah.
This was a rush order, people. Here is what I thought about each. Wrote them in my handy dandy notebook. So the first place I went to is Ljubljana. If you have not been there, you need to go because they have what I personally think is some of the best coffee in Ljubljana. So the coffee, very good. He puts in a spice mix. He said he has some pepper in it, so there was definitely like a kick to the latte. I will say it's not going to be what you expect. It's really just a spiced latte. Where he put the pumpkin is in the whipped cream. So whipped cream's kind of green because he uses pumpkin oil. And it is so good. As long as you mix in the whipped cream with the actual latte, then it tastes like a pumpkin spice latte. Otherwise, it tastes like a spiced latte with the most delicious whipped cream you're gonna have. He uses really good ingredients, fresh, delicious, creative drink. The ambiance is great. You walk into the place, you just feel like you're at like a mom and pop coffee shop that's like modern day. How he displays the drink is beautiful. It has the different layers. So it's like the coffee, the cream, the whipped cream, and some cinnamon on top. So it looks beautiful. All that to say, I would give it an 8. The next one, City Hotel. I was nervous that they wouldn't have them this year, but I got there in time and they did. So if you want to go, you might want to go soon. Theirs looked and tasted more like a traditional pumpkin spice latte. Pretty certain that they used syrup in their pumpkin spice latte and the milk and everything was all combined. So it had this like brownish hue, and then there was just traditional whipped cream on top. I would say how it was presented was nice. If I hadn't seen the beautiful one at Ljubljana, I probably would have been like, this one at City Hotel looks beautiful, but it looks nice. It tastes way more similar to a latte at Starbucks because it has the syrup in it. If you've never had a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, I would say go to City Hotel if you want one that tastes more similar. However, if you're wanting something that's a little bit more creative, one that's more fresh with better ingredients, try out Ljubljana. The ambiance at City Hotel, not great. It's a hotel. The cafe section feels really dated. When I was tasting it, it tasted so familiar. I could not put my finger on it. I was like, does this taste like a pumpkin spice latte? Pumpkin pie, gingerbread. Does it taste like eggnog? So I literally wrote all those things in my notebook. Gingerbread, eggnog, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice latte. I would rank the City Hotel as a 7. Because I went to Subway and this year they did not have pumpkin spice latte, I said, I'll make my own. I've made it before. It's nice, it's tasty. However, I learned the hard way. I've made it before in a slow cooker where you really get the pumpkin to soak into the coffee. This time, I had no time for that. I just did it on the stovetop. Definitely didn't taste as much like pumpkin spice latte. I would rank mine as probably a 5. I've had it before and I'd rank it a 6. So it's easy, a lot cheaper. You can make significantly more of it. You can also add additional things into it. I like to add a little bit of maple flavoring or a maple syrup. That's all I have for now. Hopefully you find it helpful. If you're in Slovenia, try these places out. If you want a cheap one, make it yourself. If you want one that tastes more like Starbucks, go to City Hotel. But if you want something unique, go to Ljubljana.